You wake up and your stings are itching like crazy, but you do feel better.
I kind of just scowl a little bit, and I'm like, well, I better go find Soren back at the bar.
I'll go
Head
meet him.
off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we meet up again, and I say, all right, Soren, so remember what we discussed last night?
Sure.
We have 3 potential things we could do today. 1, the Church of Norgobur, which are the person at the slave pits mentioned to us the other day.
Okay.
2 is back to the slave pits, obviously. And
Yeah.
3 is the council, like you said.
I think my favorite's the first one. Let's go investigate the church and see if there's anything going on there.
I think I agree. I think that's my favorite as well. All right, let's... Would I know where there's... Well, I mean, it's a pretty popular deity. I assume that we just find a church from Norgobur.
There's no established church, but there is a costume shop which is well known for being a gathering place for people who worship Norgorber,
Okay.
Okay.
called the Black Mask.
All right.
And that would be
We
in
enter.
an area slightly north of the coins.
Would that be the way that the Augur Chitin flew off yesterday?
Perhaps, but not necessarily, no.
Okay. But it would sort of be in that general direction, like to the north?
Perhaps.
Okay. So it is a potential destination.
Yeah.
Alright, so it would fit. I was going to say, because if it's to the north and the Augur Chitin flew south, that would sort of eliminate it there, but...
Mhm.
Okay. Gotcha.
I mean, it's been a night already, so maybe during the night it just flew from Absalom completely, but it's sort of... It's gone now. Who knows where it went?
Yeah.
Probably still around here, though, because there's not as much blood in the wilderness.
Yeah, never quite as much blood as there is in the city, anyway.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right, well, we go to that costume shop then.
Sure.
All right.
You find particularly nice people in the costume shop willing to help you.
Okay.
That's... good? Unusual,
Okay.
isn't it? For an evil god? Huh.
Mhm.
Alright. Cool.
Can I use sense motive to see if they're truly trying to be helpful or if they have an ulterior motive?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So I think that trait that I have actually helps me with sense motive. Let me check.
I believe so.
Yeah. So it says you gain a +1 trait bonus on sense motive, and sense motive is always a class skill for you. Okay.
Nice.
But my sense motive is pretty bad otherwise. It's still a -1. So,
Mhm.
well, I got a 14, so -1, 13.
They seem genuine.
Okay.
That's good.
It's is unusual.
But of course anybody likes money.
Yeah.
Very true.
I look around and I try to make the most of the time. But I'm trying to notice how many people are in the shop.
There are about 5. There's 2 shopkeepers and the others are providing the other people with help designing costumes or other things.
Okay.
And then you have probably about 2 people in here. One of them looks like a very ornate looking gentleman. Probably a noble from the looks of it.
Mhm.
Although everything's a little bit upscale in this area of town. And then another person who is another man who doesn't look quite as fancy, but he looks all right.
Alright.
Wearing a cloak looks slightly suspicious.
Yeah, but it is a costume shop. They'll get over it. Let's see. Now, how to go about it?
I pull
So
Soren aside, and I say, Soren, I don't think that speaking to a cleric of the God of Secrets is going to be very easy.
True. Of course, we can always do the blunt approach and just go, hey, you been murdering anybody lately, and watch their reaction.
I suppose, but... I'd rather see if if they know anything else about the slave pits, though.
Yeah.
But At this rate, I'm not sure if we'll get a straight answer as to whether they are with the Church of Norgerber or not.
I get the feeling that a priest of Norgerber would never give anyone a straight answer on anything. I think it's against their religion.
You're probably right. But they do like their secrets.
They do that.
I suppose all we have is the blunt approach right now. Alright, I'll just go up to one of the shopkeepers. And I say, I'm looking for a cleric of the Church of Norgerber. Have you seen one?
Yes, I have a few family members which I think may have been part of the church.
Okay.
I had a sister who used to make poisons for the church.
Yes, well, I'm not interested in the poison, per se. More the secrets.
Oh, I might be a little bit interested in the poison.
Believe she's in prison now.
That's a damn
Yes.
shame.
Yes, well, either way, now is not the time. And I kind of look at Soren.
Sorry.
Anyways, is there any way we could contact someone?
Yes, I believe we can have something arranged, and she pulls you into another room.
Okay. Me and Soren, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not about to be pulled into another room without the buff-looking demon dude.
I was over here waving. Bye.
That's a bad juju. Little glitter elf gets pulled into another room. Gets horribly murdered.
I was out here looking at hats and stuff. I have no idea what happened to you. You just know you
I'm
didn't
all like
come
trying to
back.
cast magic. I'm like, your full round action has been interrupted. Ah. Anyway, so we go back into the room.
We do share alchemical secrets here now and again, and she gives you a wink.
I nod slowly.
That's all I'll say for now.
I say, very well. Now, the type of secrets I'm looking for aren't necessarily alchemical, but I am looking for maybe someone who knows something about the slave pits, a little bit of information.
We don't only share alchemical secrets here. Alchemy is a mystical art, and like all mystical arts, we need to find ways of passing them on to the next generation.
I nod.
Of course.
Come to this place when it's dark out. We are open 24/7. I may or may not be here tonight.
Very well.
Come in through the back door.
Understood.
If you use this...
We'll be here then.
She whispers very quietly to you. If you use this key, there's a door right back there. She points to a blank wall. If you enter there
Okay.
from the outside, you can come and join us. But don't take the secrets out of this building.
I nod and say, of course.
Agreed.
We have many secrets. One of them is knowing how to make people tell the truth, and knowing when our secrets have left this building.
I nod and said, I have been well advised then.
She smiles.
I say, we'll
And
be
leaves the
here
room.
when you've told us.
Alright.
Alright, we leave as well.
You
I
see
look at
someone
Soren.
near the front door who's looking frantically all over the shop, and he looks extremely familiar, and it's Saito,
Okay.
Honor's bodyguard.
Alright, we walk up to Saito. And we say, Saito, what are you doing here?
I've been looking for you all day.
Ah,
You
yes.
found
Well,
us.
we've been tracking leads. Let's go outside.
So have I. Let's leave.
Alright. So as we get outside, I want to walk a block or so and then say, alright, well, what do you have to say?
Honor had me go to the slave pits, and then I had to ask a guard where you went. Went to the tavern. People overheard where you went, and then I came here. I've been walking a very long time. Anyway, Honor wants to invite you to breakfast, or I suppose since it's later in the day now, since I took a long time, he wants to invite you to lunch.
I do love lunch.
And he's been waiting a very long time. So,
Lunch is my favorite meal. Very well, we shall comply with your master's request.
Thanks for not arguing with me.
Hey, free food.
I'm eager to unravel this investigation as quickly as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
He takes you a ways away from the coins, away from those districts, and he takes you to a district covered with like weeping willows and ivy plants and stone walls, and it looks remarkably nice around here.
I say, it's quite nice, yeah, much nicer than the coins.
I suppose so.
All right, I'm making sure to be mindful of the time that we don't miss our opportunity with the costume shop.
Right now it's between
There's the light power.
it's between noonish and 1-ish, so you've got plenty of time.
I'm being
Okay.
mindful of anyone that looks wealthy walking close enough to us to pickpocket. This is a nice neighborhood.
Mhm. Yeah, this is a place called the Ivy District.
I
Okay.
like it.
Well named for all the plants around.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he takes you further and leads you into a restaurant, also covered in ivy. And the door is remarkably fancy, very, very clean, almost shining.
Hmm.
And he leads you in, and this place looks lovely.
I'll make sure I tell Saito, so.
Very clean wood. Parts of it almost seem to be trimmed with gold, although maybe it's faux gold. Or brass or something like that. Who knows? And he leads you to Honor, who is sitting near the entrance, and bids you to come in.
Okay, we do.
Yeah.
A handsome gentleman takes you to one of the tables where you see a dwarf sitting with his feet hovering slightly above the ground.
Alright.
And he looks jolly.
I mind him, and then I look around the room.
You can see that there are a few people here and there eating, although it seems remarkably empty today.
Very well. I look at Saito and I say, it looks like we've come a little late.
He just shrugs. Honor says, I almost got a replacement for you. Just kidding, I was going to talk to him anyway. But I'm glad you're here.
I say, yes. Well, we've had a tough night at the pits last night.
Indeed you have. He tosses you a scattering of gold coins on the table.
Huh.
There's the first 10.
Awesome.
I'll let Soren just collect up the gold.
I absolutely will.
Alright. And I say, have you found out anything new?
Apparently bees stung some more of the prisoners last night. You probably saw that unless you left beforehand.
We were there.
I pull back
Here
my,
had,
I pull back my cowl and show him all the stings.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yes, we were there.
Seems the coin I've already given you is well deserved.
Yes, well, we're worth every cent, I assure you. What's more, I had quite an electrifying experience with one of the slaves.
A pun?
Yeah, you could say something like that.
Wasn't
It was
stormy last night.
literal electrocution.
Mind telling me how that happened?
I'm afraid I have no idea. The lightning itself was magic, but I'm not sure how or what caused it.
Okay.